Hi, my name is Jabri Christopher, and I'll be speaking about the marketing challenges faced by the First Place for Youth. So initially, we can see that there exists some level of a cycle in regards to the challenges faced by this organization. At first, there exists a certain struggle to break through certain media avenues, whether that be with the Gen Z approach or just without a regional slash local media kind of area, if you will. Um, and because of that, it's kind of hard for the First Place for Youth to become more of a global organization because their initiatives are heavily mediatorized surrounding the California and Sacramento areas of the country. So that's one of the main challenges that I kind of noticed during research. And then it kind of segues into the next one, which is a lack of complete awareness for a more diverse constituency. And then again, that goes back into the California has the most awareness. So if we can look at the data and statistics and kind of like the track record of how they have been kind of setting up new sites and things of that sort, and we can see that obviously because California was the birthplace of this organization, there's a lot more resources and media avenues over there in respect to a place like New Jersey, for example. So we can see that their constituency is very California and West Coast native rather than being able to expand out towards the East Coast. And that creates a massive marketing barrier. Which obviously causes a lack of support for certain policies. If they are considering they are pandering towards, for the most part, West Coast California constituency, it's easier for them to get bills passed in California, and obviously we've seen certain support for legislation, including but not limited to the Independent Living Act, the Chef Educational and Training vouchers program. Excuse me for going down like that. But yes, there's obviously has been some support and visibility for certain programs, but because they're inside the West Coast, those certain programs are targeted towards West Coast legislators rather than East Coast and nationally. So that is one of the main barriers that exist there, and because of the low constituency base in terms of diversity, it creates a barrier being able to go nationally. It creates a legal precedent, but it doesn't allow their organization to be a spearhead of that precedent, if you will. The last thing that is kind of like the cause and then continues the cycle overall is it becomes increasingly difficult to pass reformative legislation nationally because of the aforementioned struggles with breaking through that regional barrier that they have kind of built up throughout the time. But overall, and we'll talk about this more in the next slide, there are some benefits to their marketing strategies.